Hey, how's it going? I'm Anthony Starks. I want to make this video today to just give you some insights because a lot of people are not winning in life and they don't know why. A lot of time they think it's because they're a bad person. They don't have the advantages in life. They don't have two-parent household. They blame all these other things, but they don't realize that it's them. It's what they know or that they don't know that's the biggest determining factor. And what I mean by that, when you look at life, you have to understand what game you're playing. And you don't realize you're even playing the game. Because if you're not playing the game, then you're getting played, right? So what I mean by this, think about it like this. In America, we are playing the money game. Money rules this capitalistic society that we live in. But if you don't understand that or you're not aware of that or not taking advantage of that, you're being taken advantage of. And it's just that simple, right? It's the game that you're playing. So think about it like this. If you're playing basketball, you're in the key, you're in the lane, or you shoot a free throw between a free throw and the basketball goal, that's the lane. If you're standing in that lane for more than 3 seconds, you get a violation. Once you get a violation, the ball goes the other way, right? But if you don't know the rules to basketball and every time you're coming down the court, you're standing in that lane, referee is calling you out, you're going to the other end, you don't know what's going on. Does it make sense? You're not going to win the game like that. When you're looking at the money game in America, what you have is called a cash flow quadrant. You have an E for employee, S for small business or self-employed, B for business, big business, or an I for an investor, right? What this is telling you is a few different things. Number one, how you're going to get taxed, how you make your money, and how you think, all right? Those are big characteristics of the cash flow quadrant and of the money game that you're playing that you may not even be aware of. The challenge is most people are in the E quadrant, which is employees, but you're getting taxed the most. The same amount of money, let's just say in this example, you're making $1,000, right? You're getting taxed at a higher rate on that $1,000 than you would be if you were self-employed or if you was a business owner or an investor. The challenge is if you're not understanding, hey, where's my money going? You got to realize there are people who sit in boardrooms while you're asleep watching a basketball game, having fun. They're in boardrooms designing and crafting plans to get money out of your pocket that you're not aware of. And what those things are is called the 5 wealth destroyers. So the 5 wealth destroyers are going to be taxes, fees, inflation, penalties, interest. These things are eating your money alive and you don't even realize it. Think about it. When you get your paycheck from your job, if you work in a job, or if you're in business for yourself, you're going to have to do something and pay something called taxes, right? So think about it like this. If you're an employee, about 33% of your wages are going to taxes, right? Before you even get your money, you're having to pay 33%, somewhere in that range for taxes. Now, these numbers aren't exact. I don't know where you live in America, if you're going to be in Texas, California, whatever, but you need to check your state laws to see where you are. Now, if you're self-employed, let's just say your tax is going to be 24%. So now think about this. On that $1,000, if you're an employee, you just paid about $333 of that money to taxes before you got a chance to do anything. Now, if you're a self-employed person, which like you cut hair, you have your own side hustle, side business, or whatever the case is, you work for yourself. At that point, you just got taxed around maybe 21%, 24%, something like that. So on that same $1,000, you just now paid $240. But you see how an employee paid out more in taxes than the self-employed person because he's in a different lane or different quadrant or a different game than you are. Does it make sense? So now, when I'm talking about these wealth destroyers, the moment you get your check, if you're an employee, you just giving out about 33% of your income on taxes. When you go drive from work and you pay for gas, you're going to pay tax on that gas. When you leave and go to the store to get something to eat, you're going to have to pay taxes again for food. You're getting taxed on so many different things, property tax, all these different things, right? When you get ready to go for a loan on a car, interest rates, home interest rates right now up, all this kind of stuff. So your money is being sucked away from you. Before you look at it, that $1,000 has now became $200 or so quick, and you don't even know what's going to happen. But you're getting eaten alive by taxes, fees, penalties, interest, and inflation. Right now, inflation in 2022 is going up through the roof. Does it make sense? You have no control over that. So if all you're doing is trading your time for dollars, which is 9 to 5 at a job, and they have your pay rate just say set at $20, you can only make what you can make during that hour, which is $20 at your job. Does that make sense? If you work 8 hours, you just made $160. After that 160, you're done for the day if you don't have any other income stream, right? So now when you think about it, but you have all of these invisible enemies that's taken away from that 160 you just made. So there's not a lot of left for vacations, for family time, for investments, for retirement, all these other things that's going to be important in life. Emergencies, things break down, cars. You want to go and, again, do all these type of things that require money because, again, when you wake up in the United States, you're having to spend money to be alive in the United States. It's just the reality of it, okay? So now, the point of this video, I'm just trying to get you to understand is, if you don't have a way of creating money on your own, or you don't know how to do it, this is where we come in at. We have our own business that you can plug into, be a part of the team. What happens is a lot of people want to go out and start a business rather than joining a business that's already producing and doing well, right? If that's you, we have a link for you over here, a link or something will pop up on the screen. But if on the other side you say, well, hey, I'm already entrepreneur, I already have a business, I just need to learn to grow my money, I need to learn to protect my money, I don't know what I'm doing. We also have coaching programs to where you say, well, hey, I do want to be an entrepreneur, but I just don't want to do maybe insurance or join the business that you have. I want to build my own business. Totally fine. That's why we teach entrepreneurs on this side on how to effectively build a business, a sustainable business, because there's so many moving parts to a business, right? So our monthly masterminds, our conferences, events, all that kind of stuff is going to be essential, and you have to invest in yourself. A lot of times we'll invest in a college education, spend $100,000 on that, but guess what? By the time you get out of college, the information you learned is outdated, or it's no longer relevant, or it's just you need the experience for an employer to bring you in at a higher wage, or it may not even be a job in that area. So now you spend all this money that you don't have any control over if you're going to be able to see a return on investment. Whereas when you invest into yourself through coaching, training, all that kind of stuff, you're getting your financial literacy up, all of that IQ, you're getting all that kind of stuff up for entrepreneurship and learning the money game. Now you have the option yourself to take your destiny in your hand. And you got to think, I'm a guy, I'm out of Oak Cliff, heart of Oak Cliff. My family didn't have money growing up. Does that make sense? So I didn't come from wealth, all of that kind of stuff. Like you see a lot of people, silver spoon in their mouth. Again, for me, honestly, it was the rags to riches story, getting it out the mud or whatever you want to call it. So with that being said, that's going to be encouraging for you to understand that, hey, it's not about having a specific special talent. It's about having the information. Most times we're not successful is because we just don't have the information. We don't know. So if you don't know what you don't know, then you're stuck. You see what I mean? So again, the point of this video, if you want to join into our business, be a part of the team, we would love to be able to interview you, see if you're a good fit, all of that kind of stuff. Go down this route here. Or if you say, hey, I have my own ideals, I have my own aspiration, I want to build my own thing, that's totally fine. Join and jump into our coaching programs, our masterminds, our conferences, all that kind of stuff. Get into the world so you can start to see and get impacted and implemented into your life, okay? So again, that's pretty much in this video. If you want more information, just check us out online. I'm pretty sure it's a lot that you'll be able to find. It's just time to do your research or whatever. But I seriously want you to take action because you got the information. But again, if you don't take action, you won't see any results. So take action to either do option A, option B with us, and let us show you how we can impact your life, all right, in a positive way. Thanks for watching this message. And we ask you and encourage you to share it with somebody else as well, all right? Once you get it, you always pass it along. Be blessed to be a blessing. All right, enjoy your day. Peace.